Hey guys, thanks for joining us for our 4th of July workout. We are focusing specifically on the core today. I guarantee by the end of it you'll have a six-pack. Oh, that's a lie. Absolutely not. I'm going to, first of all, take you through all 5 movements we have today. All the movements that we do here at Made Possible are aimed to not only strengthen your core, but also strengthen your lower back and stabilize your lower back. We do have a lot of clients that end up with lower back pain just because of the work environment nowadays. So we definitely aim to do things that are stabilizing versus crunching. So today I'm going to take you through 5 of our favorites that we use all the time. So number 1, side plank hip abduction. Difficult movement, so I'm going to show you progression and regression. I'm going to have Roger facing you, and I'll be vertical. That way you can see both directions of the movement. So we're going to start with the regression of the side plank. Regression of the side plank is knee down, bent 90 degrees, stacked on top of the other one stacked on top. Now the elbow is really important, right? We've talked about that before. You do not want it out here. You want it directly under the shoulder and pulling down towards the inside of the body. I'm going to squeeze my butt cheeks, lift my hips off the ground, bracing with my bottom glute. I'm going to engage this outside right quad and lift off the ground, okay? I'm going to aim to get 10 to 15 repetitions. If I finish that and I say, that was easy, I can progress it. Straighten both my legs, flex out my quads, lift both my hips, and lift again, okay? If you think this is too easy, you're on the wrong YouTube or Facebook or Instagram channel. Go ahead and lift, and then he's going to elevate. See how he's, in your view, he's in a nice strong angle, right? We're gonna aim for 10 to 15 of these. He's activating not only his abdominals, specifically his obliques on the left side of his body, but he's getting a real good engage through both of his glutes. Bottom glute stabilizing, top glutes engaging as he's lifting that leg. When you're doing any type of abduction, make sure you're keeping the toe tucked in and you're not pointing it like a ballerina. So we would do 10 repetitions on each side of the body, right? Don't forget your other side. Exercise number 2 is a form of a dead bug. We love dead bugs, okay? So you can imagine what a dead bug looks like, right? Dead bug on your kitchen floor looks like this. What we're gonna do is lower the arms to the ground. The most important part about the dead bug is the lumbar cannot come off, right? So we'll walk around the gym and push our hands under people's lower backs. Don't let that off, right? Hands are down. I'm gonna breathe in through my nose. As I breathe out, I'm dropping individual heel to the ground, okay? That lumbar is my main priority. Squeezing. Slower is always better. Too much speed in any type of movement, you're not giving muscles time to respond, right? Compressing, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Slow and steady. If he wanted to make that more difficult, he would flex out his legs straight. Beautiful. And point those toes like a ballerina. Beautiful. That would be more difficult, right, for the abdominals to stay engaged and not rely on that lower back, right? That's what you'll feel the difference between those two movements. Good. I would aim for 10 to 15 each leg of this, right? So that's 20 to 30 repetitions total. Number 3 is a plank drag through. Now, we're lucky enough to be in a gym where we have weights to use. If you're at home and you don't have dumbbells, use a can of soup, use a wine bottle, use a book. It doesn't have to be a specific item, just something with a slight bit of weight. It absolutely doesn't actually have to have weight either. You could just use a pillow. Obviously, the more weight we add, the more challenging. So we're gonna start in a high plank with the weight below one of our shoulders. So I'm going to be planked here. Good, glutes are on. I'm gonna lift my left arm, grab the weight, pull it through to the outside of my left shoulder. Switch, pull through, okay? Now, what we're working on here is a lot of stability through here, yeah? The thing I always say in the gym is you're balancing my favorite glass of wine. Do not drop it off your lumbar, right? So that's stability here. Pushing into your feet evenly, squeezing your glutes, and making sure that your hands stay stacked under your shoulders is crucial in any type of plank, right? We'll aim for 20 pulls total, so that's 10 per side. Obviously, the heavier the object you choose, the harder the repetitions will be to reach with the drag, right? How's that feel? It's good, right? Okay, and like I said, progressing will be heavier, lighter objects will be easier, but your main priority should be your stability in your hips, right? No rocking there. Number 4, we're going to do a V up, okay? Now you can also weight the V up if you want, but we're not going to show you that, but you'll immediately see how you could do that. So once again, my lumbar is on the ground, so I'm pelvic tilting, right? I'm pressing in, my right arm is up, and I'm going to squeeze my abdominals, bringing my left leg up and reaching with my right arm towards the sky, past my foot. Slower is always better on any type of core work, any type of majority of strength training, and depending on what we're doing, but if you're learning things, slower is better, right? So he's compressing and he's reaching past his foot. He's reaching past his foot. There we go. Beautiful. Once again, we'd aim for 10 to 15 per side. People really like to get to the repetition, right? Don't feel like, hey, if I set out to do 15, I have to get it done as fast as possible. You can break it up into sets of 5, right? That way you're able to understand the movement better and get the most out of it. Breathing. Feeling your abbies? Good. All right, so last final one. This is a one-arm plank tuck. We use this for not only core stability, but also shoulder stability. Anytime you're in a plank and you only have one arm on the ground, that shoulder that's left alone is having to stabilize a lot, okay? So we're gonna show you both high and low versions, okay? So a low version, which is what we'd start with normally, is both elbows directly stacked under my shoulders, hands ahead, come into a strong plank, and I'm gonna lift my right arm, tuck lumbar, bring back, tuck left, bring back to center, okay? Let Roger show you for his view. Beautiful. Nice stable hips, glutes are tight, zero rocking in those hips so I could rest my wine there, right? The second you lift one arm off the ground, that core is fighting like crazy to stabilize, right? An awesome, awesome move. I'd aim for 20 tucks total, right? So that's 10 per arm. Beautiful, how's that feel? Good, so the only other variation of that is from your hands, right? So if you don't like to be on your forearms planking like that, you can definitely do it from here as well, right? Tucking, back down, bracing, tucking, back down, bracing. I would say that the forearm one is a place to start and then see how you feel. So those are our 5 exercises. What we're gonna recommend, or at least prescribe to you, is 2 to 3 sets of all of them, around 10 to 15 reps per exercise. Don't think you have to rush through it, and you don't have to do it all at once, right? You could do exercise number 1, wait 10 minutes, come back and do exercise number 2. Please get outside, enjoy the weather. We know you're all social distancing. We're going to take a little trip and hopefully enjoy some kayaking and hiking. So we hope to see you all next week. We will be back live next Saturday. Thanks so much for joining us, and we'll leave the workout below on the post on both Facebook and Instagram for you. Thanks.